Previously on The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Ha! How do you like this now? You okay there, Lloyd? I don't know, Randy. Am I? I died like 20 times in that fight. Oh, well, you guys sat in the corner and watched it happen. Yeah, but you did a good job. Good job dying. We did it. It was teamwork by streamwork, right, man? Fuck you, Randy.
Oh, you better hope I fucking bleed out, Randy, I swear to God. Because if I don't, Ariane wrote, this Valkyrie bitch is giving me last year problems.
And now back to breaking every barrier! NicoB! Back with some more The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. When we last left off, I'm in danger. Yes, we have to go and ascend the Stargazer's Tower. This time to stop that bell from resonating, but this one's gonna be way harder. Because we're not just fighting the Valkyrie herself, but also her little Valkyrie friends. This one's got a spear, and then this one's got a bow and arrow, and then this one's just a cutie patootie. Look at her. Look at her waving that little sword around. She's so funny. Ah! She's fucking killing me. Ah! And then finally we fight Ariane Road at the top. Still decked out in her helmet and looking fucking hot. But after a long, hard road, we finally managed to break her helmet. Oh, fuck, she's powering up. Why did I do that? I'm dead. And so I died again and again. Lloyd died so many times that day, while everyone just kind of blasted her from a distance. Lloyd just took it right in the face. Again and again and again and again and again. Until eventually she fucking falls. And then she gets right back up again, of course. She's like, yeah, no, I'm not actually gonna be beating this game. I'll see you guys in the final boss fight against me in 15 games more! And it turns out she might be a certain person from history, a certain Leanne Sandlot from hundreds of years ago, alongside her Eisenritter or her Staleritter, or whatever the fuck they're called. How's that possible? Fuck if I know. Play Trails to find out, right?
Right? Do you guys even know at this point?
They're like, Nico, of course not, stupid. That's clearly game 18, all right? And we're only up to 16. Anyway, with that, the barrier to the city is finally down, and the final battle draws close. Which, you know what that means? It's time for me to go hang out with all my party members. You know, I made an interesting revelation here in like the last couple of days here. I recently posted my my About Me video games thing on Twitter. We had the video here, but then I was like, oh, I forgot to post the image for it, you know, just to get people talking about it. And someone replied that like, oh, I'm sort of saddened or surprised that Nico didn't put a Trails game in any of the categories there. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I didn't put a Trails game. Why didn't I do that? I've enjoyed these Trails games, right? I've only had a few that, I mean, hell, last year, Trails to Azure, Trails from Zero was my game of the year. It's like, why haven't I thought about putting that there? I mean, granted, I'm kind of new to this, right? I'm still like, I feel like sorting through my feelings. Because I think it takes a lot of times a while for like a game to become like the goat in your brain, you know? But I think another thing that sort of hit me about Trails in particular that I don't feel about almost any other game series, even Kingdom Hearts actually, funny enough. I sort of have this weird feeling, and I don't know if anyone else feels this way. The series, at least for the 5 games that I've been doing here, weirdly sort of feels like I'm just playing a really, really, really long game. Does that make sense? Like everything is distinct, right? It's not like, oh, this game can't stand on its own 2 feet, like I have to play the other one or something. It's not like that necessarily, but it's like kind of like what I feel about the Final Fantasy VII Remake series to an extent, where I almost can't even form an opinion entirely because I don't know if this shit's gonna go somewhere and have an ending that feels like it's been building up to something, right? Like, I don't know, part 3 could just suck ass and like totally drop the ball, and then it's like it kind of retroactively ruins everything. And there's a part of me is almost like, what if there's like no plan here? Maybe we get to the end of this shit and it's like, fuck me, huh? Let's just end up being like a big waste of my dumb demon. Okay, not really. I don't think it'd be like that, but just like, I don't know. There's this how everything sort of carries over and sort of this like onward momentum. It sort of gives me this feeling of like all of these games are separate, right? But they're also so connected, especially when like Estelle and Joshua in transitioning from the last part to this part, you know? really did sort of feel like a passing of the torch to a different group. I don't know if that's always going to be the case. I don't know. I might go to Cold Steel and then like, actually that one probably is going to be pretty separate because I don't think any of the liberal folks are going to be over there. And since it collides with this game, we know these guys are going to be there. So I don't know. It might not always be the case, but the game has had this just feeling in the back of my head where it's like, it just feels like a really, 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 really long series, you know? Because even like the enemies themselves are like the same enemies that we have been fighting with a few additional ones, right? Ouroboros is still Ouroboros and all of the shit they're doing. Like it feels like there really is a plan for something here, right? And even with Kingdom Hearts, with all of its crazy lore, I've never felt like Nomura had like a plan for anything. I think he's just kind of going with the flow, right? He thinks maybe like one game ahead at most. So it's like a weird thing where I'm like, I don't even know, like, where would I even like rank some of these if in my like top 10, or would I do that? You know, it's like, I'd almost feel like I'd have to get to like at least a point where I feel like I've hit like a closure or something, you know, where I'm like, oh yeah, wow, holy shit. And I don't know if I'm like, am I ever going to get there until like the end of the series? I don't know. I don't know if I think the way this series seems to be going is it really does seem to be focused on like these 7 treasures, right? That's, I think, where this is going to go now that I have this full picture here. I don't know. I guess that's sort of like been my thought here and why maybe I haven't been immediately like thinking about putting one of these games in one of those spots. And I think also the other reason, honestly, is I still think just, especially with these older games, I'm still not like absolutely in love with the battle system. I don't think it's terrible. It's only way better than it used to be at the start. But I think it's another part of it why maybe I haven't considered it. But I don't know. Is that weird? Is that like a weird take to think that like this game, more than any other series, feels like a really, really long game, just hopping between perspectives, right? Versus other series that are similar. To be honest though, like I think that's the other thing though. It's just that this series is so different. Like I've never seen a series that's done what it's trying to do here like this well. I don't know. That's just my thought process. And again, I still feel like I need time to sit on things like The Greatest Attorney 2 was like probably one of the more recent ones that ended up making my big list there in top 10. I think that one took me even a little bit, like I was like, damn, that shit. I thought this game was like the best Ace Attorney game I've ever played. And then it like sounded, and I think this might be one of the best games I've ever played actually. So it takes a while for that, you know? But who knows? Maybe I'll get to the end of this game and sit on it for a bit and be like, fuck me. You know what? Maybe Trails to Azure is one of those games too. But I gotta wait for Dieter, what Dieter has to say to me, all right? I think a lot of it really is contingent on what he has to say. Anyway, last episode, Connect the Dash said, I think the funniest thing about Arianro's massive pre-battle aura is that in another timeline where Nico played this game without the helpful guidance of the Picky Penguins, his first thought might have been, why does Arianro have like 500 stigmas? Holy shit. How much trauma did she have? God damn. Just every day of her life was a new trauma. Great. What horrible things are going to happen to me today? It all coalesced into one super ultra mega stigma. The stigma to end all stigmas. Might sound fucked up, but oh well. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what Arianro always says. To be honest, that would have been pretty funny. Part of me almost wishes I was still naive enough to believe that's why that shit worked. Oh my god, what the fuck? But Connect the Dash, thank you so much. You're hilarious. Alternate timeline scenario. And it's that reason you are comment of the day. Oh yes, and apparently, yeah, so Ellie asking about who Ariane Road is was literally only done if you beat her. So that actually really was, I'm kind of shocked because they like set it up so much. So like, why didn't she bother to ask her if she beat our ass? I guess she just didn't feel it was worthwhile. Well, we haven't proved our worth yet. Or maybe she did and Ariane Road didn't feel we were worthy enough to know the answer. Even though she didn't really answer anyway, but she was just kind of like, hey, good thought there. Bye. Actually, no. They said that she doesn't ask at all. So I guess, yeah. God damn it. Why does these games really hide shit behind impossible boss fights, don't they? Those motherfuckers. Oh yeah, and you guys did also mention, so yeah, apparently physical attacks do start to come kind of bad in late game of this game. But apparently this is also just the way that nightmare difficulty also works. Is that generally it's just physical attacks are just not very good, which I gotta say, I'm not crazy about. That feels very much like Trails in the Sky, the first one, you know, the original game, which was that way too, and I really hated it. I was like, I like it when they're both good, not just like, oh no, just blast them with magic and that's it. I did also see some of you guys mention how like it's sort of meant to be like Capanella requires physical attacks because he has literally a thing that reflects magic, and then Ariane Road seemingly is weaker to magic. It's funny because she isn't actually that way until she puts the aura on, right? She's actually like can get hit normally until she puts the aura on, and then only magic does damage to her. Honestly, if I were playing this game blind and just through the first time, I would just assume I'm like, oh, this game doesn't want me to beat her when my attack is suddenly going from doing regular damage to 1 HP. Oh yeah, you guys also apparently went out of your way to calculate how close I was with Randy. And apparently I'm like 1 point away from literally maxing his ass out. But yeah, it seems what ended up happening was somewhere along the way, maybe I just didn't do either enough of his combo crafts, or I just wasn't enough bonding time in other ways. So it sucks because I probably could have gotten it if I'd just given him at least one of my tickets, which I did do at one point. And then I was like, no, I think I changed my mind to somebody else. And so, yeah, we're unfortunately not gonna be able to do his. So I think at the very least, let's start off this by seeing what Randy's is before hopping into what I can do here. Damn, these are fucking long, by the way. Holy shit. 12 minutes? This has got to be voiced. Let's do Randy's then first. Sup, Lloyd? Hey, Randy, doing some maintenance on your weapons? That's weird. Why do the window boxes seem bigger on this one? Maybe they like adjusted the size of it, or they zoomed in a bit. My head looks fucking huge. So my best box, bro. All right. We read this earlier. So point, all this. I guess it's all the same. This is Berserker, bugger. So now thinking, luckily your Thomas on small bits. Rifle does. Good point. Actually, you're no stranger to this, are you? From the looks of it, you haven't missed a single day maintaining your rifle or your stun halberd. Of course, man. Weapon maintenance is combat 101. Taking care of a rifle, taking care of a lady, like taking care of a lady. Gotta be gentle and focus on the right parts. If you don't, you'll find yourself in a world of hurt, no matter what kind of battlefield it is. Sorry, hope I didn't accidentally drag up some unpleasant memories. What do you have to apologize for, you dumb bitch? But you're not wrong. Maybe it's finally time I told you. Huh? Hey, you got some time later? Might meet me on the Mercabus deck. We're gonna do some make-out time, Lord. Won't take long, just want to tell you a little story. Oh my god, we're gonna get more insanely important fucking lore, aren't we? That's all just tied to their fucking bonding events. I kind of hate that, I don't know. I mean, it's like, oh, it's a really good reward. But the other part of me is like, why isn't it in the fucking main story? I want to swear to fuck. Literally, last game was him just explaining like all the reasons why he is the way he is. To be fair, we do kind of get that in this game too, you know, but at the same time, it's also just like, ah! Okay. Yeah, no problem. Then we're on. I'll up there once I'm done maintaining this little guy. I'll head to the deck once I'm done making my final preparations in the nap room. Oh, I see. What if I tell everybody to meet me up there? Is it gonna be like the Persona 5 like Valentine's Day event? Everyone's just standing there awkwardly, holding their chocolate, and Laura's just like, oh, what the fuck, Lord? I thought you said it was gonna be you, me. What the hell's everybody else doing up here? I thought we had something, you little bitch. Sorry, I promised to speak with Randy. What should I do? Should I prepare? Yes, just shut up, go. Lord the Mayor's final prayers for tomorrow went outside of the deck. Okay, it is voiced. I'm gonna voice this myself just for the sake of consistency. So I'm gonna mute this, but Sai, using the incredible power of his editing abilities, is gonna put the right music for the scene. Thankfully, I love that this is even an option, that in the game you can actually have a thing that literally tells you what the song is playing, which I don't have on in main game because I think it might take me out of it a little bit if it's always telling me, but for this, it's perfect. It literally tells me what we need. All right. Hey, you came. Randy. Look at that beautiful moon. I know I'm the one who asked you here, but seriously, really got the time to spare for another dude? Isn't there a lady waiting for you, a serenader? Come on, man. I taught you nothing. That is absolutely none of your business. And besides, I don't have time to think about that right before the operation. Oh, you dumbass. This is a perfect situation for a little romance. First you say something like, Lloyd, I'm so worried about tomorrow. And you reply, it's okay, baby, I'm here. Then boom, hug, kiss, and you're in the door if you know what I mean. Hell yeah. Bit of a leap from step 2 to 3, isn't it? Randy, I'm starting to get the sense that you're not nearly as good at this as you say you are. Oh, that's what you think, huh? Fuck, you wanna fight? I'll throw you off the edge of this ledge, Lord, I swear to God. You ought to steel yourself for tomorrow? Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I was totally ready, though. When I think about Second Lieutenant Mira and the others, I realize I'm in no position to be complaining. Yeah, I guess so. Pretty sure they'll have a bunch of Jaegers ready to counter the resistance, and Hayaway making the move. Doubt they'll drag Uncle and Shirley out of hiding that easily, though. Still, if a guy like Garrett shows up again, resistance is gonna have a hard time. You're probably right. The Red Constellation is even stronger than I'd heard. The talk of them being the strongest cores in Western Zemuria wasn't a lie. We have a bit of history, as so happens. All the way back to the Dark Ages even. Wow, really? The Orlando Berserkers. They were a well-known tribe of warriors. They were always ahead of the curve with combat techniques and beefing up the bodies through special training methods. These days, just a Jaeger Corps took up the name of the Red Scorpion that was on their family crest. So, that's how it started. Hey, by any chance, was that chase battle you arranged in the downtown district also inspired by? Finally putting 2 and 2 together. Oh, yep, that's a practice typically used for the Red Constellation's combat training. Oh, cool, from the last game. Normally be identical to live combat. Wouldn't be out of the ordinary for someone to die during a race like that. Back when I was a kid, they'd make me run those every day until I cough up blood. I'm sorry. I suppose the one who trained you was your father, right? The war god. Yeah, Baldur Orlando. Oh, I got his name. The old man was strict and merciless. May as well have been a lime made of steel. "3 years ago, I got a mission direct from the war god himself. I had to go up against 2 squadrons from Zephyr, longtime rival Jaeger Corps. My unit and I were ordered to wipe them out. A barrier to get over. The enemy had twice the firepower we did. There was no way in hell we could take them head on. It'd be unthinkable. But we were pros at taking advantage of the terrain and launching surprise attacks. And there was this little village nearby I would visit to restock supplies. I lured one of the squadrons of that village as a diversion for a surprise attack. Damn. And by causing a landslide, we were able to completely take them out. Oh, we're even getting fucking CG images here. Blew up our barn on the outskirts, which caused our enemies to panic. The escape was severed, we focused our attack and crushed them. The plan was not to sacrifice any villagers in our scrum, but sometimes shit just doesn't go the way you plan on the battlefield. The point where we opened fire was 50 yards closer to the village than we'd anticipated, and one building, the general store, got caught in the crossfire. The guy who ran it was probably the first and only friend I'd made outside the Corps. Sometimes, when I wasn't out on a mission, I'd go to the bar with him to screw around and pick up chicks. He told me he dreamed of ditching the village to open his own bar. His dream, his entire life. I took it away from him. All of it.
Whoa, you're pretty good, Dolphy.
You passed, Randolph. Congratulations. You're now the next in line to become the war god. Work hard and you'll follow in your father's footsteps.
Is this what pushed him over the edge or something? Pretty shitty, right?
It's not like I wanted to ditch it all because of my buddy's death. It's not like I was sick of being a Jaeger either. It's just, I couldn't stop wondering. Between the guy with his modest dream of wanting to own a bar, and my duty of becoming the next war god fighting on the battlefield till the day I die, which of our lives truly had meaning?
Randy.
This is the fate that's been weighing on my shoulders since I was born. That's what I get for being born to the Orlando family, and not living up to my duty of becoming a true warrior.
Are you trying to unseal your fate, Randy? Unseal it by defeating your uncle?
Guess so. My old man's dead. There's no other way to do it. If I could take down that monster with the way I am now, I bet I feel like I finally settled the score from 3 years ago. This time, I'm not gonna drift away the hell that's facing me.
So you aren't. Since we're partners, that means you'll be counting on my help, right?
Yeah, you're damn right. I would like to have done it on my own, but he's way too strong. So, you think you're up for it?
Of course. I'm lucky to be your partner, Randy. And thanks for relying on me.
That's why I keep telling you to stop whispering your sweet nothings to me.
Huh?
You dumb bitch.
Booze. Is that liquor?
Rum. It's the good stuff. Same bottle my friend and I was stashing away at that village's bar.
Oh.
I stole it with my rifle and couldn't bring myself to touch it again. But now I feel like I can down the rest of it. It'll make the night before battle more fun. Want to join me for a shot?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Pour me a glass of that shit. What do you know? There's just enough left for two. Don't force yourself. It's pretty intense.
I'm a real man, Randy, all right? Please, I'm already an adult. I'll be fine. Cheers, Randy.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Pack us a bunch. Don't say I didn't warn you. This stuff's got a mature flavor to it.
You're not the only mature one here. Hey, Randy.
What's up?
Let's go to Garante once this is all over. We could pick a new bottle to store together. I prefer something a little less strong, though.
Man, fuck you, Lloyd. I'm gonna give them the strongest shit they got. No kidding. But yeah, let's do it. Aw. Damn, these are gonna be long. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. This might take the whole episode. Methinks. Well, that was nice. I can't hang out with Jonah, right? God, please don't let me be able to hang out with Jonah.
What the fuck do you want, You see I'm jerking off?
Yes, I can see it, and I wish I could unsee it.
When you enter the sea, I'll be my cue to start hacking with a Merkaba. Do me a favor while you're in there and cause as much chaos you can, okay? Stir some confusion IRL will make it a lot easier to find an opening on the net.
We'll hold up our end of the bargain if you do. But just so we're clear, Jonah, hope you aren't planning on pulling another all-nighter today.
Lloyd Glare. So what if I am? I mean, sure, I don't have much work left, but come on, I'm a night owl. Besides, staying up till dawn gives you way more adrenaline than 8 hours of crappy sleep.
Listen, Jonah, tomorrow's gonna be a long day. There's no way you'll last if you're awake all night. As far as I can tell, you're almost done here. So march your hacker butt to bed and get to sleep ASAP if you know what's good for you, bitch.
I'm right, get it, fuck. Find a place to stop and wrap things up, okay? Just go with the cop routine already. Be done my prep room tomorrow in a minute. Yeah, we got a bearish Jeremy. All right, let me just finish checking out.
Okay. So we have Risha. I don't think Zayat will have anything, right?
Tomorrow we carry out our operation. Upon disembarking, I intend to enter the city as a reconnaissance unit. Though my point of landing will differ from yours, know that I will hasten to your side should you require it.
Thanks, Sight. We appreciate the backup. That reminds me, the wolves in the mountains will be helping out too, right?
Yes, I instructed them to lend their aid to the resistance force from the CGF. They should prove a worthy opposition for the Red Constellation, provided they use the terrain to their advantage.
I think Second Lieutenant Mira and the others will be more than happy to have the support.
Yes. However, that is as much assistance as I can provide. The task of rescuing Kia ultimately rests on your shoulders. As I'm sure you know, there are still many trials and tribulations standing between you and her.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to stop me from reaching Kia, no matter what. Just you wait and see, Sight.
So I shall. Show me what you are capable of. Show me, son of man!
Okay, Grace, probably not. Please not.
So, you guys are really gonna try to liberate Crossbell City? Putting your lives on the line to fight the new regime? If this fails, the narrative is going to be that the president was right all along. Hope you realize that. History was written by the victors, remember? Looking back, we're told the ends justify the means. Just like in Calvard's bloody revolution.
I know. Everything comes down to tomorrow. You know that better than anyone.
My bad. I'm not trying to put even more pressure on you. It's just, as a journalist, I have a responsibility to see how Crossbell's fate plays out and relate to the people. But beyond that, I'm still my own person, and I'm rooting for you from the bottom of my heart. The SS is Guy's legacy after all. You're the living embodiment of everything he's ever fought for.
Grace, I don't know what to say.
You can promise to give it your all tomorrow. For a start, do it for Kia's sake too.
Right, we will.
The legacy of Guy. Dude Guy. Little Guy!
An arduous day lies ahead of you, Lloyd. That and your young friends should be made to bear the burden of Crossbell's future. Well, there's simply no excusing it. As one of your state's two highest-ranking representatives, I can only hang my head in shame.
You have nothing to be sorry for, Speaker McDowell. If it weren't for your willingness to make the Declaration of Invalidity, we would have never gotten this far. You played your part admirably, but from here on, this is our fight. This is something we have to do.
Thank you, though I hope you can at least accept my apology. Still, if that is how you feel, then I have faith you will succeed in liberating the city. In the meantime, I must plan for what comes after. It's my hope that the harried citizens of Crossbell will be able to return to their peaceful lives as soon as possible.
We hope so too.
Oh. I was going to talk to Abbas, so okay. Both of them.
Wazzy, Abbas, are you two of you drinking?
Why not? We're both finished with a little bit of prep we had to do. Care to join us?
Honestly, you're gonna be alright. The operation's tomorrow, you know. I can't help but notice the several empty glasses you've already racked up.
You need not worry. These are Ventos special virgin cocktails made to order. Rest assured that they will not interfere with our faculties come tomorrow's operation.
If you say so.
Says Lloyd after he drinks with Randy in that one route.
You can at least take your word for it, Abbas.
Would it kill you to have a little faith in me when I drink on my own too? On a more serious note, there's something I should have told you all earlier. We've been given approval by His Holiness the Pope to participate in tomorrow's mission.
Wow, straight from the top, huh?
Generally, the Merkaba is a church secret. Our policy is to avoid using it during large-scale operations. However, given the state of chaos across the continent, some exposure is no longer avoidable.
That makes sense. Either way, I'm grateful for the church's verdict. Tomorrow's the big day, Wazzy. Hope you're just as ready as the rest of us.
Oh, I am, my good leader, believe me.
You have the full support of the Merkaba's crew as well, Bannings.
All right. There's one more thing I should probably tell you about.
Wazzy, need to remind you that matter is still supposed to be classified at this point.
Oh? Is it now? Then I guess I'll just have to make it sure it stays between us, won't I?
Very well then. The choice of whether or not to apprise him ultimately lies with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, but you'll want to. It has much to do with you, after all. All of you, in fact. Piqued your interest yet? If so, I can meet you on the deck later and lay a few things bare. Sure, okay, if you don't want to. Change your mind, okay.
Alright, there's his. Bear in mind, the Wazzy test to reveal it is strictly confidential. The decision is his, so I have no choice in the matter. But I believe we can trust you. But not that reporter lady!
Is there any new equipment or anything we can get here? I just realized I didn't get a new weapon for Lloyd. Oh. Here it is. I must have missed it at some point. Oh wait, no, this isn't it. No. This actually is not it. No. I switched out Lloyd's weapon because this one had 10% evasion on it. Yeah, I don't know if I missed it or maybe I just get it later. Actually, I still have to drop the books off, so it might be like, this could be like everybody's like pen ultimate weapon, and then you could choose the next best weapon or something. But that Lloyd should still have one outside of that, because I think I'm gonna end up having to choose who gets like the best weapon, more than likely. Or if it's anything like the other ones. All right, let's go ahead and do Wazzies.
Fine. I think I get it. I'll see you on the deck later then.
Uh-huh, just you and me.
A word of advice, Wazzy. Take care not to say any more than necessary.
I know, Abbas, I know. I still have a drink to finish here, so I'll head up when I'm done. Don't wait up for me.
Head to the deck once I'm done making my final preparations.
Okay. Be aware that speaking to the person you promised to meet will bring an end to your free time and advance the story. All right, let's do it. May Spot Bursters company of the day went outside of the deck. Oh, you really came.
How could I not? The way you led me into this, I couldn't help but be curious.
You say that as if I forced you. Don't deny that you're here out of the goodness of your heart. I do love that about you, and that's the honest truth.
All right. Enough of that. You want to speak to me about Kia, I'm guessing. Tell me what you know.
As you wish. Normally, divulging any part of our agenda to outsiders would be forbidden. But as far as the Septarian of Zero is concerned, the Church is going to take a hands-off approach. And that applies no matter how the situation closes up tomorrow.
Seriously?
Since the snakes have largely retreated and the original Septarian is long gone, the Church has no just cause to interfere overtly. On the bright side, that means they have no jurisdiction as far as taking custody of Kia goes either.
I guess that's one comfort. Thanks for telling me.
Surprised they're telling me, again, they're telling me this here. I feel like that would have just been told in the story at some point later on, right?
Wait a minute, Wazzy? Where's that leave you? Can you still cooperate with us?
The Fool and the 7th Anguith aside, we have yet to confirm that the 6th Anguith has withdrawn. There are also those ions to consider. The technology they give to the Croy family is still a significant threat. Until that's mitigated, I'll be allowed to some degree of freedom to meddle around in things on the sly.
That's one way to spin it. The more I hear, the more it feels like there's a bigger picture to all of this. A battle that's way out of my depth.
The world you live in is shaped more by unseen influences than you know. As for me, I intend to end my 2-year undercover gig in Crossbell with a bang, not a whimper.
You know, Wazzy, sometimes I forget that you're only 17. That would mean that you were just 15 when you were assigned to this mission. The title of Dominion is a pretty big deal, right? How'd you become one at such a young age?
Dominions aren't born out of years of hard work and grubbing for promotions. Only those who are branded become Dominions, and being branded is preordained. Really? So being branded with a stigma is a fucking... Thanks, God! Putting it like that, it sounds positively paranormal, and more than a little sketchy.
Some priest you are. About this brand, though. Is it that thing I've seen you use in battle?
Mm-hmm. It's referred to as a stigma. It's a seal engraved on one's very soul, a source of power both great and detestable. It was 7 years ago that it first manifested on me.
7 years?
Before you go jumping to conclusions, it had nothing to do with the DG cult. But I'd have to tell the full story to do it justice.
That's fine. I'd like to hear it, if you don't mind. Come to think of it, I don't know much of anything about your life before Crossbell. It's a little odd, given all the stuff I've learned about you as a person. Traits, quirks, and all.
All right. I don't mind sharing. I wonder if these are all gonna have like CGs to them. Everyone's gonna have like some stuff here. I was born in a remote region of Zemuria. Wow, we're finally getting Wazi lore. The village I grew up in was isolated from the world. Contact with the outside was prohibited. Since ancient times, our village had worshipped its own deity, separate from Adios. At a young age, I was burdened with the role of a medium. One who could supposedly hear the voice of this god.
Is that the god back there? In the shadows?
And I mean burdened. I've been shackled with that duty against my will for as long as I could remember. The god was nothing more than some ancient relic they dug up somewhere. You can imagine how ridiculous I found it all. All I wanted was to be free. Free from the meaningless fate I was bestowed. Then one day, a bizarre phenomenon began to shake our hidden little village. One after another, the villagers started to slip into comas. I realized their so-called god had forsaken them. The relic had gone berserk, absorbing their vital force through the septium veins beneath us. I implored the village elders to seal the damned thing away once and for all, but they refused, opting instead to appease this rage with a sacrifice.
Oh, God's gonna be him.
In retrospect, my idea wasn't much better. Sealing away such a dreadful power was beyond our means. That was when they came. Knights from the church appeared in our village. Hey, look. Wow, they actually used her old art. Funny. They used her old art from the Sky stuff. Like, I'm not gonna draw fucking Ein art for a single mini little scene here. Fuck you. Different art style. When we made contact, they told me that the village's god was, in fact, an ancient artifact. Ah. That was all I need to hear.
Okay, so they didn't choose to sacrifice him or something.
Knowing it wasn't some sort of omnipotent deity, I decided to take drastic measures. I took their god, a blue stone tablet, into my own two hands and tried to drop it off a cliff. I would nothing more than to end that village's wretched curse, to liberate my heart from the shackles that bound it.
What the fuck?
But the god was resilient. It fiercely resisted and tried to sap me of my vitality. Just when I realized the knights couldn't save me in time and that my life force was about to run dry, it happened. The brand manifested on my chest. My stigma awoke and, in doing so, stole the power of their god for itself.
Whoa. Really? That's interesting.
That's unusual, right? That's not how that usually goes. The stigma is usually drawn upon their own trauma. Oh, I guess that is... No, I guess it still makes sort of sense, but it's done in a different way, right? The trauma for everybody else was like, yeah, their own individual moment, like with Kevin and everything he went through when he was younger, right? And Wazi specifically, his trauma is literally being the voice to this fake god for all these years. So his power is literally drawn from him. He actually takes his power. That's crazy. In moments, it became nothing more than an old slab of stone, crumbling to pieces in my hands. And so I was exiled from the village. That was how I obtained the freedom I yearned for. After all, I was the heretic who killed the god they worshipped so dearly.
Whoa.
So that's what happened.
More of a wild ride than you expected, wasn't it? I imagine it sounds like a twisted fairy tale to a city boy like yourself.
No. Seeing your power firsthand is all the proof I need to believe you. I mean, This is no less fantastical than befriending a holy beast of legend. And we've already checked that box.
I guess I can't argue with that. Anyway, after things settled down, the church's knights invited me to the holy city of Arteria. As a vessel for one of the 12 stigmas, I was immediately greeted as a dominion. Then Abbess was assigned to me, and we've been together ever since.
That explains that. If you don't mind my asking, have you ever returned to your village? Surely you must have missed your family.
I think you already know the answer. I brought their village to its knees. The keystone that held them together was destroyed by my hand. What mattered most to me was my freedom. Lifting the village's curse was a means to an end. I truly didn't care what came after. Interesting. I wonder if there's ever a point in the story. They said this was... I was born in a remote region of Zemuria, so we don't really know where. It would be so cool if we actually came across this Wouldn't that be the coolest shit, penguins? Wouldn't that be fucking awesome if we came across this village at some point in one of these games, right? Wouldn't that just be the raddest shit ever? That would be like, fuck, that's so fucking cool. Fuck me. I don't know, though. I feel like they're saying specifically it's a remote region, and it's not even being specific about it. Just sort of be like, hey, it's really small and not maybe a place we'd likely be able to find it easily, you know? But goddamn, that'd be fucking cool if in like one of the later games, it's like a place where you go to. Like this could very well be the village. They talk about like, you know, the heretic that killed their god or something, and we're like, oh my fuck, no fucking way, so fucking cool. That'd be so awesome. So my punishment is apt. Even my own flesh and blood despises me. From what I heard, the church did return to the village to clean up the mess that was left behind. Some are still there today. Eventually, the scourge wrought by the god they worshipped will fade into the past. Honestly, I wouldn't mind returning someday. Once enough time's gone by, that is. So don't look so glum. Something for you to worry your pretty little head over.
Wazzy. You left that home behind. Does that mean you're going to leave Crossbell too? Once your mission is over?
That's right. At the end of the day, I have my orders as a knight of the church. What's the matter? Are you going to be lonely without me?
Of course I will.
Oh?
Even though we've lost Wall for now, I'm sure we'll bring him to his senses. The Testaments will still be here, and Crossbell too. And though you may have had an ulterior motive, you were, and still are, a member of our team. So don't forget, you always have a place where you belong, right here with us. After all, Crossbell's your second home now, isn't it?
Sorry.
You don't need to laugh that hard. I know it was a bit corny, but you know what I meant it, right?
Good grief. All this time together and you still managed to surprise me. Sure. If I ever feel homesick, I'll come running back to you. Not because I have nowhere else to go, but because Crossbell's special. Place where my fate intertwined with all of yours. Strike heaven too. Cool. Interesting. I wonder if we'll... So if I do this with Tio, is it gonna like upgrade to strike like or move to like level 3, or is it gonna get like a new move? Striking Common Craft was strengthened. Cool. Oh, it's even you can actually get a separate achievement for it too. The next day, all right. Just kidding, that never happened. Think I'm not achievement hunter, or I would be mega pissed off that I missed Randy's. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, so we only have one, so I think actually it might. Shit, you know what? I almost think that might lead me to potentially do Tio again. I was actually thinking about doing that anyway, just for the sake of consistency. So I might end up saving hers for last year. I doubt it's gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna get like new additional dialogue beyond what we did before. And technically, I don't even think we actually went on our Michelin date at all, did we? Too much shit has been going on. But I think it might be good for like the sake of consistency. Let's do Noelle next.
Good evening, Lloyd. Hey, come join us.
Hi, Noelle. Fran.
By the way, I bet Noelle's is gonna focus on her dad, right? Like what happened with him and everything.
You two seem surprisingly calm considering tomorrow's agenda.
Oh, do we? Actually, I was in the middle of a triple checking my weapons until Fran came in. Don't sound so annoyed, Noe. I came down here to give you some emotional support. Besides, I'm already done with all my preparations for tonight.
Dependable as always. But operational support is what we're going to need more than ever tomorrow. So make sure to get your rest tonight, okay, Fran?
Don't worry, I will. In fact, that's the real reason I came down here. Nothing recharged my batteries like spending some quality time with Noe.
I'd say you're exaggerating, but knowing you, you're definitely not.
You can stay, but at least let me get some work done, Fran. That reminds me, Lloyd. I think I'll try to get in contact with the commander again tonight. We should reconfirm our strategy with her one last time ahead of tomorrow's operation.
That sounds like a good idea. Just don't forget, you're going to be infiltrating the city with us, Noelle. You should get a good night's sleep once you're done preparing too.
Yes, sir. Hey, Noe, you're not just gonna let the conversation end like that, are you? This is your big chance. Don't let him get away now. Chance for what? Knock it off, Fran.
Is everything okay there, Noelle? Your face is starting to turn as red as your hair.
No, it's just... Go for it, Noe. Go for it. Connect 4, Noe. Would you be free to meet me up on the deck? It can wait until later if you want. It's not a big deal or anything, but there's something I really want to ask of you, Lloyd. In private.
Fuck you.
Oh, alright. No need to feel bad about that. Really, so busy. Ah, so much for that. Look, if you change your mind, come back and let no. You better fucking do it.
Sure, I'll think about it. I'll fucking consider it.
Wait, what about, Fran? You're like a part of our thing too. What about your NPC shit? Actually, it's not all the NPCs are up here. Maybe it's later. Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the guide, the Sportford guide here, and they're, NPC bond events. So it's a later thing. Okay, cool. What if I'll apply to Kia though? I feel like Kia, I don't know. I bet Kia's will just like apply to like a final battle thing. Because I really think Kia is going to be like, I don't know if I think we're literally going to be waiting until like the very end before we can really save her, right?
Sure, I'd love to. It's rare for you to ask me anything of me, honestly.
Way to go, Noe. Okay then. I'll see you there after I finish up.
We're gonna start making out. Big HD moon.
What should I do? What am I even doing right now? But still, if I let this opportunity pass me by,
Hey, Noelle.
Oh, you're already here, Noelle.
Well, Lloyd, thanks for coming.
Don't mention it.
I imagine this is probably a pretty uncommon ship. Noelle and Lloyd. Noelle's definitely like, out of all of the ladies in our group here, it's probably the one least, I mean, I'd probably even say less than Tio, as much as Tio's definitely way fucking too young, but the internet's fucking weird, you know? I don't know, I feel that unfortunately Noelle is like, because Ellie is like feels like the canonic one, right? So I could see her being mixed up a lot, even if she's not probably, I'd say as interesting as maybe even Noelle is, but I feel like Noelle's just like such a normal ass girl. Honestly, she's like super normal. Versus all the other potential weirdos like Rishia and shit. Oh, I got some deep, dark, seated bullshit they gotta deal with. And Noelle's just like, you know, her father passed away probably under fortunate circumstances. I don't know, man, she's about to drop some shit on me. She's like,
I've got a stigma too, bitch. Check it out.
then she fucking rips her shirt open and shows me her tits. And I'm like, I don't see anything.
You gotta examine real good, Lloyd. Get in there. Stick your fucking face in there.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
So I take it you finished going over the plan with Commander Bales.
Oh yeah, I did. She's promised to keep the Bellegarde and Tangram forces on standby until noon at least. So we should have enough time. As much as she can allow before they have to start mobilizing, though.
That's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Every last second counts. I guess just makes our part in this all the more vital. There's no room for error.
Right.
Don't worry. I'm sure the soldiers in the city will be too focused on defending the perimeter. We'll likely be able to avoid fighting the defense force altogether.
It's not that. I'm already prepared to stand against them if we have to. I was just thinking about how pathetic I am.
Nani?
Deep down, I knew declaring independence wasn't the right thing to do. I knew the defense force was a mistake, but I was weak. I was too much of a coward to join Mirai's resistance. I just went with the flow and got swept away. It made me realize how sheltered I've been, how naive I was. I've been living in CGF's bubble, blind to the world around me. The commander granted me an opportunity when she approved my temporary transfer. What have I even done with it?
Everyone has these doubts, Noel. So do I. If it weren't for Kia and the others, I would have done exactly what you did. Yeah, I'm not as bold and heroic as you might think. Not hard, anyway.
I'm not so sure about that. I honestly think you are. I mean, it takes a certain amount of boldness to declare that I'm all yours.
Huh?
Nothing, forget I said anything.
You are all mine and get over here now.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the most important part of broadening your horizons is taking a chance. It's exactly what you did when you agreed to join the SSS and when you came back to us. Maybe it's not my place to say whether or not you made the right decision, but I couldn't be happier that you're here, Noel. There's no other way I'd rather have it.
Lloyd. Get a hold of yourself, Noel Seeker. You got this. It's no different than a training drill. Assess the situation, keep your eyes on the target, and fuck that boy right here.
Right on the edge of this ship.
Oh, I almost forgot why we're out here. You said you wanted to ask me something. What was it?
Oh, right, that. But before I get to it, sorry if this is a little too personal a question, but I was wondering, Lloyd, are you dating anyone right now?
Holy shit, she's doing it. Holy fuck. I thought we were gonna talk about your dead ass dad. No, instead we're just gonna get right into fucking Lloyd.
Oh, fuck me, let's go.
Dating?
Don't worry, I didn't mean anything by it. I just... Fran and I were curious, that's all. Girl talk, you know?
Oh, okay. I guess even you get invested in gossip like that sometimes, huh? Well, it's not my choice or anything, but I'm not seeing anyone, no. I'm unfortunately JRPG protagonist man, and I have choices in a game, so there's no canonic romance.
Estelle and Josh were the only lucky ones, right? All the rest of us motherfuckers are gonna be available for everyone, but not canonically, all right? Like a J-pop idol, all right? I'm not actually with anyone, and I'm not allowed to be with anyone, because I have to be with everyone, metaphorically. Fuck.
Kind of embarrassing, huh? There's so many eligible girls in Crossbell, and yet...
Is that so? He's really this fucking dense. Swear to God.
Wonders.
そんなわざとじゃないよ
If that's the case, then could I ask you to hold on to this for me?
Huh? But isn't this your Crossbell Guardian Force dog tag?
It is. I figured I wouldn't need it anymore now the defense force has been established. But I just couldn't throw it away. I've been holding on to it this whole time.
I can't blame you. But why me?
Well, we're going to be risking a lot tomorrow. That much is a fact. If something were to happen to me... No, never mind that. I want you to keep it for good luck. It would mean a lot to me.
Well, I understand. I'd be more than happy to hang on to it for you.
Thank you so much, Lloyd.
It's really nothing to thank me for. But there's something I want to ask of you too. Don't forget that you're not going in alone, Noel. We're a team. So please, don't think for even a second about sacrificing yourself to save the rest of us.
What makes you think...
Call it a detective's intuition. I know it's still weighing on your mind. That day you were forced to arrest us. What's past is past. In the end, you're one of us. And and I want you there with us tomorrow.
Lloyd. Roger. I won't let you down.
Still, I'm surprised you'd ask me to keep your dog tag. It feels more like the sort of thing you'd ask a boyfriend to do. Wait. Noelle? That's where babies come from. Was giving this to me your way of saying that? You...
Aw.
Wow. Well, I don't know if this will be a satisfactory answer, but... Noelle, could I ask you to hold on to this for me in return?
Huh? Your tag from the Crossbell Police Department?
It's my only one, so I really shouldn't be giving it away as an officer on active duty. But until we solve this case, I want you to keep it, Noelle. And once this is all said and done, I'll give you a more proper answer.
Aw.
It would be my honor.
Aw. That was wholesome as fuck, boy. Damn, boy. Seeker found, boy. All right, Rishia.
What are you doing out here, Rishia?
Oh, Lloyd.
Okay, it's fine. We didn't actually talk about her dad at all. There was like no big flashback. It was just cute, wholesome boyfriend-girlfriend thing. What if Rishia will be that way, or maybe all the girls will be that way? I kind of thought Rishia would be like about her dad and her duty as Yin.
I just finished preparing for tomorrow, so I came out here to clear my mind a little. Tomorrow is the day we'll finally be infiltrating our way back into Crossbell City. It was only a short while ago that I left, yet somehow I feel as if I've been missing it for ages.
I know what you mean. The Ions have refocused their attention on defending the city now the barrier is down. But even so, it's hard not to wonder how everybody Arkansas is holding up.
I imagine they're still practicing even now. The show must go on after all. No matter the circumstances, the troop is always perfecting its craft and looking forward, not behind. That's the way Ilya always did things. The spirit of Arkansas itself.
I guess I can't argue with that. If you don't mind my asking, what comes next for you after we liberate Crossbell City?
I intend to see Ilya again and continue my time on the stage dancing with Arkansas. But although that desire does burn within me, I have no idea how to carry it out. I don't even know what I'm going to say to Ilya and Sully the next time I see them. The words escape me.
I get where you're coming from. But for what it's worth, I have no doubt that Ilya and everyone at Arkansas will always accept you. My advice would be to not think too hard about it. Be yourself, Rishia. I'm sure everything will turn out all right.
Be myself. Lloyd, if it's not too much trouble, could I ask you to make some time for me later?
Huh?
I think I've been a little on edge lately, so I'd appreciate the opportunity to chat a little more before tomorrow's operation. Just for a short while. Could I ask you to come back here and keep me company again when you're done making preparations?
No. Okay, fine.
You think it'll help? Then yeah, I could do that.
I appreciate it. I'm going to stay here for a while and enjoy the breeze. There's no rush. Take as much time as you need to prepare for tomorrow.
Yin moon. Moon yin. Moon moon. Yin yin.
The moon is beautiful tonight, isn't it?
Lloyd.
Feels like we have a habit of meeting up on moonlit nights like these. Strangely fitting, considering your role as the Moon Princess.
Perhaps you're right. The moon exists in both the shadow and the light. In some ways, the same could be said of myself. I live my life under cover of dark, far from any place the sun could reach.
But that changed when you came to Crossbell. You stepped out of the shadows and into the light. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I have no intention of denying that any longer. But still, the past that shaped my present, the darkness on the far side of the surface, it runs deeper than you can even imagine. I refer, of course, to the legacy of Yin. The hidden, lightless path my father passed down to me.
I fucking knew it! You've alluded to that before. If it's alright, would you mind telling me the full story this time? I wanted to know who you were before you came to Crossbell. I want to know the Rishia Mao that I have yet to meet.
Alright.
I fucking knew it.
It's funny, Lloyd. I've always had a feeling that I would end up telling you about all of this. But only if you maxed out my fucking bond shit. My earliest memories of life were of my father and me. I have no recollection of my mother. I believe he kept me from her at a young age so that I could be reared as an heir to the legacy of Yin. That may sound absurd, but to me, it was perfectly normal. Intense training, hidden weaponry, and talisman mastery were just a part of my daily life growing up. I did attend Sunday school as we traveled from place to place. Doing so allowed me to develop the skills to interact with others.
Baby Rishia. Wow, there's her dad, I assume.
In contrast, life with father was neither strict nor kind. Neither cold nor loving. He was there to teach, and my responsibility was to learn. After all, inheriting the title of Yin was an all-encompassing duty that was simply too much to pass down to do anything but. The lives, skills, and wisdom of generations upon generations of Yin. How to prepare for any conceivable situation and kill any conceivable target. For Yin's storied history to continue, for the legend to live on, the successor must inherit everything from their predecessor. And so I did just that. I became exactly the kind of person Yin is, was, and never would be. Essentially anyway. The succession cannot occur while the previous Yin is still alive. There can only ever be one Yin. That fact will never change. In the meantime, I would spend many quiet days waiting for father to return home from his duties. Every time he did, he would outline his missions in fine detail to further prepare me for when I would take his place as Yin.
So her father is dead then. I guess, do we already know that? I mean, I guess that would have to be the case if she's Yin now. And they have to, it can only pass on after he's dead.
In the public eye, I would assume the persona of a normal girl. But behind it, carrying the legacy was my entire world.
Yeah.
That is until my father was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and that world was shattered. Father's strength was incredible, even compared to the generations of Yin before him. Disease, however, was a foe even he could not defeat. He chose to accept it, even opting against a surgery that would have prolonged his life. And then one day, he called me to his side, and ordered me to kill him, thereby officially inheriting the role of Yin. But I couldn't. Never once had I disobeyed father, but that was an order I could not abide by. For the first time in my life, I was afraid. I couldn't help but wonder if the Yin he had raised and molded, had become a failure in his eyes. After all, what kind of daughter deprives her father of his dying wish? I was in sheer agony at the thought, but with a weak smile, father turned to me and said, "This is who you are. It is up to you to decide the Yin you will be." 1 month later, he was gone. And with that, I was Yin. I inherited father's connections and resources, and used Nihon and a black shell to conceal my figure. My skills were still no match for his, but I was able to resume his work without delay. It is up to you to decide the Yin you will be. I couldn't parse what he truly meant by that. Instead, I put my head down and continued forward, letting things come as they may. 2 years later, I accepted a long-term contract with Heiyue. I was to aid them in their power struggle with the local mafia at a key center of commerce near Calvard's western border, Crossbell City.
And then Ilya just was like,
"Damn, look at them titties, girl! Boo!" Upon arrival, I began to scout out the city to prepare for my duties when I stumbled upon a certain theater in the entertainment district. By pure coincidence, there was a rehearsal being held for the public that day. The rest, as you know, was history.
No kidding. That was the day you fell into Ilya's clutches.
Back then, I tried to come up with any excuse I could to refuse her offer to join the troupe. But as you can imagine, Ilya just wouldn't take no for an answer. So I eventually surrendered, becoming the newest member of Arkansas. I was both physically fit and experienced in concealing my identity, so I convinced myself it would be a smart cover while in Crossbell. The training was much more strenuous than I envisioned, though. I found it rather difficult to play the roles of both Yin and Rishia.
Thank you, Rishia. I'm happy you could tell me this.
Not at all. I don't think it's a particularly interesting story, so I hope it wasn't too dull for you. When all is said and done, though, this is the path I've inherited from my father and our ancestors before him. Even with the light of Arkansas in my life. The path of Yin is one I could never truly stray from. Not entirely.
I see. It is up to you to decide the Yin you will be. And Yin inherits everything, right? Then now that you found Arkansas and accepted it as the light in your life, wouldn't that mean Yin has to do the same?
Well...
All things change with time. Everything about life and the way we live it evolves. Not because it can, but because it has to. It's by passing those changes down that mankind has been able to move forward through history. I wonder if your father was thinking the same thing when he said those words to you. It is true that as a member of the police force, I can't condone anything that would be considered criminal. But I still think you should heed those words and strive to be your own Yin, the one you want to be. On the other hand, you could always choose to sever your ties to Yin for good. But even if you decided to step off the path entirely, I don't think your father would mind. I think he would give you that same smile and those same words. This is who you are.
Oh.
You had a good father, Rishia. It may not have been in the same way as most other families, but he truly did love you. At least, that's what I believe.
Father.
Made that girl cry. Lloyd.
Why? Even the day he died, I didn't shed a single tear.
You've grown, Rishia. Ever since the moment you joined Ilya and the others. I don't know what path you're going to take, or where it might lead you. But if you'll let me, I'd like to be there for you each and every step, the way your father would have done. I want to be there to see the person you become, now that you found your light.
Lloyd.
Huh?
Ah!
Damn. Lloyd. Wow. Damn. Look at that shit. Lloyd with that sweet riz. And we got, funny, not Twin Dragon Strike 2, but True Twin Dragon Strike. Try saying that 3 times fast. True Twin Dragon Strike. True Twin Dragon Strike. Wow. Damn. Went in for that sweet hug. Stick his whole face right in there. Okay, unsurprisingly, looking at the achievements here, so far, Rishia's is the most common, 29% achieved. Then Noel at 25%, and then Wazi at 22%. Because nobody wants that gay brood, I guess. God damn it. I'm going to bet Ellie's is going to be the most common. I unfortunately don't know what Randy's is because I haven't gotten it, but I'm just assuming it's probably pretty low, like Wazi's is.
Tomorrow's the day we liberate Crossbell City. I finally get a chance to speak to Belle and Uncle Dieter, to ask why they did this, or maybe even talk them out of it. Then again, if they still refuse,
We'll have no choice but to fight them.
I know, and I'm already prepared to do so, if push comes to shove. We have a debt to repay everyone who has helped us despite the risks. Above all, this is a fight we can't afford to lose if we're going to take Kia back.
Hey, Ellie. Don't forget, you're not fighting alone. We all trusted Dieter and Maria Bell, especially after all they've done for us. The way to face them isn't just on your shoulders, it's on every one of ours.
Lloyd.
We're all in this together, Ellie. Tomorrow will be our day to seize it.
You're absolutely right. Thank you, Lloyd. It makes me feel a lot better.
Oh yeah? Glad to hear it.
One more thing, Lloyd. When you're finished preparing for tomorrow, would you mind meeting me on the deck? I'd like the chance to speak with you alone, if that's alright.
No, fuck you.
Oh. Don't worry about it, no big deal. Change your mind.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, sure. I have time if you do.
All right. Or let's get in with them making out like it did in the first one. The first one was, damn, Lloyd went in there. He's like, yeah.
Thanks. I'll see you later then.
It might, honestly. They were like, they were like close to making out, right? He like grabbed her and he was getting ready to put his whole face in there.
Damn, I don't have any more tank backstory to give to Lloyd. I guess I'll just have to riz him.
Ellie? Hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Not at all. Thank you for coming, Lloyd. Have you finished preparing for tomorrow already?
Yeah, for the most part. Actually, putting things into action is going to be another question entirely, though.
It's strange, isn't it? Everything seems like it's falling apart, yet here we are. I couldn't tell you why, but my mind is actually at ease. Bill, Uncle Dieter, and Kia. So many things still have to be settled, but I feel like we can push through this.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Maybe it's because I've come to terms with it, or because I finally steeled myself for what I have to do. And that's thanks to everyone here, including you, Ellie. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
If anyone who should be expressing their gratitude right now, it should be me. Normally, I'd be beside myself with worry, but having you beside me at this very moment, I know I can stand tall with my head held high. So, thank you, Lloyd, for always being there for me.
Ellie. Well, I'm glad I've been able to help you. Honored, even. I guess it just goes to show that I've become more of a leader you guys can lean on. If only just a little.
Don't be silly. You've been the one pulling us together since the very first day. I doubt any of us would have made it this far without you. But that's not what I want to talk to you about.
Huh?
This crisis. No matter how it ends, difficult times lie ahead for Crossbell. Pains me to say, but I have little faith the SSS will continue to exist the way it does now. Each of us will need to find our place in the world where we can best use the skills we foster to do what has to be done. And that's going to be picking up the pieces to rebuild Crossbell.
I know. I plan to stay with the police if possible. But chances are, the CGF is going to ask for Randy's help after they revert back from being the defense force. And Teal will probably want to return to the Epstein Foundation to continue her working with the Orbital Net. As for you, Ellie...
My future lies in crisis management, whether in the administrative or diplomatic sphere. I have a feeling that my expertise in the matter is going to be in high demand. This is precisely what all my years of studying abroad has been for, so that I can learn the skills I need to help navigate Crossbell through crises like this.
I understand.
Thank goodness.
Huh?
That look that flashed across your face just now, it told me that you'd miss me if I was gone. Had you given me nothing more than your support and a pat on the shoulder, I'm not sure how I would have reacted.
Oh, yeah? Well, you got me. I probably should at least try to have your back about it. But I don't know if I can bring myself to let go so easily.
Could I ask you to elaborate? The idea of me leaving upsets you. Do you feel the same about Randy and Tio?
No, fuck them. Not exactly.
Be honest with me, Lloyd. If there's anything I'm worried about right now, it's what you say in the next few seconds. And if you say the wrong thing, you're going off the edge of this ship. You already know, don't you? The reason I asked you to meet me out here?
Aw. Ellie. Nope, I don't know. Ha! Fuck! At first, it was only a simple crush. Aw. I saw a girl who was graceful, yet assertive, always willing to treat others with an open mind. From the moment I met her, I thought that she was beautiful in more ways than one. It's funny to look back on. I'd always pretend to be cool around her, try not to say anything stupid. But to be honest, I couldn't keep my heart from racing with every word she spoke.
Lloyd?
Of course, that was before I really got to know her. Within a month, I learned to not be her admirer, but her friend. I may have stopped putting her on a pedestal, but deep down, I was prouder than anyone to call her my teammate. At times, she'd come to me for advice, and I'd be overjoyed at the prospect of helping her tackle her problems in what little ways I could. We've been by each other's sides for an entire year. Through times both happy and sad, we made it, together. Even after we had to part for a short while, Life has brought us back into each other's lives. Right now, my heart still feels like it did back then, when we first met. Or no, it's racing faster than it ever has.
Lloyd.
I love you, Ellie. Not just as a teammate, or as a member of the SS family. But for the person you are. You're the only one for me.
Aw.
Lloyd, I feel the same. I love you too.
私もあなたが好き。
Aww. I've been waiting so long for this moment.
Me too.
Our life's work is bound to take us in different directions in the days to come. But even so, I promise to be there to support you. Not only when you need it most, but always and forever. Will you be that person for me too?
Of course.
Aw. Oh, hey. They did get a Star Blast. Heroes did upgrade to Star Blast 3. Funny. Oh, I see. It does that for, I get it. It does that regardless. It would have done that for Randy too, even though I didn't do Randy's before. So it actually, okay. Yeah, so it actually, okay. It doesn't actually matter then. So I really should just end it with the one that I want to end with. That one was pretty fucking sweet, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty damn good, not gonna lie. That's a good one. Find Ellie together. And let me see, was it the most common one? Oh my god, it's, wow. Holy shit, it sure is. Dude, Rishia's was at 29%. Ellie's 49%. Almost half the people went with Ellie because it just felt right. I get it. Cute. I think Tio's is actually probably gonna be the next one below that, but let's see. Yeah, so it's kind of funny because then it technically upgrades it twice if you do it for for another character, and which actually technically makes it better to do than if I were to do Tio's. It would just upgrade hers to level 3, and then everybody else's would still be level 1, right? But if I do somebody else's, then I'll have a level 2 and then a level 3 from somebody else, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. I don't think this game is gonna require me to like, damn, I really spread these out. I'm gonna need everything I have here, but just thinking about it, just thinking out loud. Yeah. So this would have actually leveled up his Burning Rage to level 3. I wonder if that would have made it large. The only problem with Burning Rage is it's really good, but the fact that it's a medium area attack really sucks. It's so tiny compared to everybody else's. Okay, now Tio.
Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. There, preparations are nearly complete. Russell.
What are you up to, Tio? Hard at work?
Yes, I was performing a final systems check on the Merkaba before tomorrow's operation. I won't have any time to do it then, since I'll be disembarking with you. Once we gain access to the communication mainframe, we'll have to leave the rest of the hacking to Jonah and Fran.
Yeah, I see. That sounds like a lot of extra work. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, that's okay. This is my area of expertise. Whatever aid I need can be addressed by Jonah.
I assume also that none of these are canon, right? Which is what kind of sucks. So I was like, that was really sweet. It's like, I kind of wish that would carry over in some way, but I assume that, like, if we ever run to these guys again in the future, it's never like, oh, Lloyd's with Ellie canonically, or Noel canonically, or something. Or was it canonically? It's just gonna be like, nah, he's still just single. which does kind of suck, you know? I think that does kind of suck. That's why, like, I sort of get why they're doing it this way, because it is a sort of a gameplay mechanic, right? The idea of like, well, you have to make a choice and you can bond with people, and Lord knows Trails loves to just like hide lore and important like discussion bits behind optional sections or routes, right? Which is kind of maddening, but they have definitely shown that it's like, yeah, we love our little details, and for them to be, you know, per playthrough, unless you're a psycho, but it's still kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me almost wishes it was just a canonic one. I think I would like them to do it is if, yeah, sure, we get our choices here, but then just give us a canonic one. Like, no, and then canonically, yeah, he did end up with Ellie, you know? Like, he is just an eligible bachelor. No, he just, like, by default, you would get with Ellie, even if it wasn't the one you ended up picking. I think I would have liked that, you know? Just pick somebody that is the canonic one.
This is my area of expertise. Whatever I need can be addressed by Jonah. As our leader, you should be saving your energy instead of fretting over the minutia.
Hardly. It's still my responsibility to make sure we're fully prepared for tomorrow. Still, I get what you're trying to say. I'll just leave it you to it.
Actually, Lloyd, there is one thing you could do. I have a topic of discussion I wish to consult you about.
Consult? Is there something weighing on your mind?
Yes, but I'd rather not have this talk here.
Isn't it funny how everyone wants to talk on the fucking balcony? Everybody. Nobody's like,
I'll just tell you right now. Could I ask you to go to the deck of the Merkaba when you're done preparing?
no.
See, well, fuck you. Fuck you, Lloyd.
Okay.
No problem. I'd be more than happy to lend you an ear.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Huh. Tio's here already. She got the letter.
Oh, from her, was it his brother? Something?
Tio?
Is it?
Oh, Lloyd.
This is a first. You didn't even notice me until I said your name.
I suppose I didn't.
I finally finished getting ready for tomorrow. I don't have nearly as much to do as you and the others, but I guess I'm about as prepared as I'll ever be.
Likewise. We will need to be prepared if we hope to see Kia, Chief Sergei, and the others again. Not to mention, I fear that Kappa hasn't been meeting his dietary needs without us.
That guy's probably fucking dead.
That's a good point. Now I think about it, Joe was the only Foundation member on the supervision of Michelin.
I'm kidding. He's fine. Mr. K's too fucking powerful to die. He also still needs to give me my ultimate reward.
Kinda makes me wonder where Chief Roberts is. Hope he's okay right now. Do you think it's possible he returned to Lemon State, all things considered?
No. I believe Chief Roberts decided to disregard the Foundation's evacuation order and remain in the city. He wanted to confirm the status of the orbital network after Maria Bell and her allies took control of it. But I wouldn't worry. Given his skittish nature, it'd come as an extreme shock if he were somehow caught.
I guess, but still, can't help but being concerned.
Well, I suppose I may feel the same way myself, to an extent. Even if I hate him so much. Lloyd, may I ask for your advice?
Of course you can. Is it about that letter you were looking at before I interrupted by any chance?
So you noticed then. Abbas delivered it to me yesterday.
Oh. I was like, I remember there was something like tied to Guy that was like in a letter as well. I don't know.
It was postmarked from Ulterior and the Republic. The senders were my parents.
Really? They came all the way from Remiferia to try and see you?
Yes. They haven't been able to contact me ever since Crossbell declared independence. After they heard the situation from the Foundation, they must have made their way to the eastern border. Aside from cargo, none are allowed to travel across the borders. Therefore, they have been unable to progress any further.
But still, that's great news, isn't it? The Merkaba could make it to Altair in no time.
That won't be necessary. I've already written them back to inform them of my safety. And if I saw them now, I fear I would only lose my composure, become a burden on us tomorrow.
But
You don't need to be upset on my behalf. I plan on seeing my parents as soon as this incident is resolved. For your information, I understand now what it means to feel homesick, thanks to you.
me?
When all of us were separated, I was so lonely. When I heard you were being hunted by the Defense Force, it was like my heart was collapsing in on itself. But then, you came for me. When I finally got to see you again, I felt so happy, as if my heart was about to burst instead. At that moment, I finally realized something. That I was living. I realized that caring for the people you hold dear is what makes you who you are. For so long, I had asked why I was alive, and how I was supposed to live.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the last game, or in her final thing.
For the first time, I felt that I knew the answer to the questions I wanted to ask Guy 3 years ago.
Tio.
Since then, we managed to reunite Ellie, Randy, and everyone else. All of us have worked so hard to come this far, for Kia's sake. And once I read this letter, all the feelings I had been bottling up come flooding out.
Or what's it? I read this letter.
It's been so long since I've genuinely wanted to see my mother and father.
Lloyd head pat.
I'm happy to hear that, Tio. I really am. I'm flattered that you think I should take credit for it. But if you come to feel that way, that's all of you. And I couldn't be happier about it.
Lloyd. I have 2 requests for you. Will you humor me?
Sure, anything you want. Be shy. Go for it.
Well, for starters, while I normally enjoy it when you pat my head like that, don't you think such a childish gesture set the wrong tone on a special night like this?
You think so? Then again, I guess I get a little fussy too when Randy treats me like a kid, or my brother used to. So, what's the request? Tio?
Oh. Stick her little chest plate off.
Well, when we were reunited, I tried to run up for a hug, only ended up knocking the wind out of you. But it shouldn't hurt as much as now, right?
Aw. Yeah.
Aw. Aw.
You're so warm. I apologize for not being as plush and shapely as Ellie, but unfortunately, I have no say in the matter.
Actually, this is kind of nice.
A little too nice, in fact. Shampoo does Tio use? Huh.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Wait, no, what am I thinking?
And your other request? As good as time as ever to make it, right?
Right, for my second request. Once everything is settled and my parents can come to Crossbell City, I want you to accompany me when I see them.
I'd be happy to. I figured it would only be polite after how long we worked together. You didn't have to ask for that one, you know.
No, it isn't so simple as exchanging introductions. I want to explain to them why I wish to remain in Crossbell, even after all that's happened. If I don't do it face to face, I doubt they will ever accept it. My friends are here, Mishi is here, and the Orbital Network will continue to grow here. I truly do love Crossbell. But above all, I want to tell them not just how I want to live, but my reason for doing so. I want to remain by the side of the person who gave me the answers I've been seeking for the rest of my days.
Aw.
That's what I wish to convey.
What?
Hold on a moment. Wouldn't that imply?
You said I could ask for anything I wanted.
Fair enough. I'm a man of my word. Once it's all resolved, I'll go with you and meet your parents. Better start rehearsing now. I'm going to explain this to them.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Aw.
Yay! Friendship is magic. Family is also magic. Plateau niche ideal. So, actually it wasn't. Funny. No, Risha is actually the second one. And then Tio's. So Tio's is actually only 27%. Fuck. And people really... Dude, I told you, man. People like their canonic relationships, all right? And Ellie's is definitely the most canonic feeling one. Now, the question is, do I want to stay with that one or do I want to do Ellie's? I don't know if it's really going to affect much by the end, you know? I mean, sure shit isn't going to affect any of the later games. You know what? I think I will just stick with this one. Stick with Tio. We did Tio for the first one and Tio for this one. We'll do it for the sake of consistency. But to be honest, I honestly, out of all the ones that I actually liked from both the last game and this game, I actually kind of ended up liking Ellie's like as one of the best ones. I like the other ones for their lore bits, right? And the one with Tio is cute, but genuinely, I think the one that just feels right and feels the best and is the sweetest is, yeah, Lloyd's with Ellie. I liked how the last game was her focusing on him specifically, right? And then in this game was just like, what are we doing? We both feel the same. We both know how we both feel, right? It just feels right. But I don't think it's really going to change much here. I think we'll stick with this one, and then I also don't have to repeat it. So, Tio's is cute. We'll take double Tio. Now let's go murder some fucking... some government officials, right?
We're gonna save this goddamn city.
We built this city
Sparkle, sparkle. Give me a signal or some shit. Those guys, they're running. Run, Mirai and dogs, run. Holy shit.
Operation commencing. Crossbell Guardian Force Resistance Unit. Maze Mountain Wolf Unit. Initiate combat!
Yes, ma'am! Pork! Ah! Ah! I'm running! Got a big ass gun! Here they come. Hey, Wayne, the boys walking in.
All units prepare to intercept. Remember, men, these are masters of close quarters combat. Have your cougars engage them and keep your distance.
Yeah!
Yeah, let's go, bitches. Ah!
I do enjoy that tingling feeling you get right before a fight. Shall we begin?
As you wish. Maintain pressure on the Jaegers as you exterminate the beast. Keep an eye on that sniper and tear them to shreds.
Sir! It's gonna run through those bullets. Yeah, it shows that actually Sao does actually have some fighting abilities too. We've seen him now actually engage in combat a few times. He's not just like a figurehead, nothing more. Not like Marconi was, right? Yo, bitches! Coming in hot! Ah, shit. Yeah, very doubt. I was like, I don't think we're just gonna be able to fly straight to the top of that tower. But shoot out of the fucking sky, you dumb fucking Gundam ripoff, you! Actually, was that Kevin? That might have been Kevin. Doing the distraction. So Skirps is working out of the north and east entrance.
Isn't that bad? Only if Commander Belsky comes to the mountains to attack.
We'll be fine. We're going to stand down until the political side of things is resolved. Anyway, until that's all said and done, all we have to do is sit and wait. Sit on our hands and wait.
Really now? How does that view look from that fence you're straddling?
Wait, what?
Where's that sound coming from? What? Well, never mind. That wasn't the voice at all I thought it was.
そんな日和美さんが考えていいのかしら
What the fuck? What are you doing back here, Red? What the fuck?
Red Ion!
Good day to you. With that out of the way, I'll have to ask that you refrain from lumping my dear powder miner with those tubin imitations. After all, they aren't nearly as kind, or smart, or capable.
Wow. Are they with us? Or against us?
Out of my way, silly soldiers. I didn't come here to play with you. If you don't want to get trampled, you should step aside. See? It's coming.
Huh? Ah! Ah! My fucking car! Blue Ion!
Ah, there you are.
Oh shit, no fucking way! I was like, there's no way Red would just come here without them. Wow! They didn't come back at the end of this game!
Hey, you, get back!
You're in way over your head. This isn't a fight you can win. Ah! Retreat to the railway bridge! They're back! Wow! I can't believe they actually came back at the end of this game. Wow, cool! I really thought we were done with them for the remainder of Crossbell. Come back to save the day!
Ren, don't do anything too crazy, all right? Remember, we got your back.
Potter Monitor may have been upgraded, but don't forget that the Ions still have the edge. The only way we can win is by working together.
Yes, I know. I won't let them defile this land any longer. It's their home, after all. Let's go, Estelle, Joshua, you too, Potter Monitor.
Let's do this! Baby fight. Cool. Uh-oh. So Joshua's gonna start whacking the fucking feet on this thing. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, spin, Estelle! Turn to a fucking bird, Estelle.
Incredible.
So the backup Spike the Onion Priest was talking about was the Bright Gang. Hell yeah, brother. Yep. Apparently they asked him to drop by Liberal to pick them up. More importantly, now's our chance.
Right. I will deactivate the optical camouflage and bring us down by the city's south exit. Disembark from this ship's hatch.
Got it.
We wish you the best of luck.
May Adios protect you all.
Please be careful, everyone. I'll make sure to cover your heroics from above.
I'll do what I can to back you up from the net, bitch.
Here we go. We're gonna fucking slay all these guys.
You guys hear that? Oh, fuck! Is there still a barrier over there? I see like some weird like haze over everything. By the inches, yeah, what the fuck? Ah, nope. What the fuck? It's all dank in here.
Ah, yeah, some good stuff.
We're here. Ideally, we should start by finding a way to get into contact with the chief. Wait, what's this blue mist?
Just like what we saw at the Moon's Temple and Stargazer's Tower. There are no pedestrians around either.
They may be taking refuge from the fighting happening just outside the city.
No NPCs to talk to. Where's Roy Melee? I swear to God, if you fucking heard a single hair on their head.
Tio,
Something wrong?
I can hear something reverberating from the central square. It must be the bell.
What?
Let's go see for ourselves.
If we stop the bell from doing that, it'll stop the blue shit.
Oh my God, yes, that shit's shaking.
Yeah, it feels like been 800 years since I've been back in this city.
What the?
It's similar to the bear that was enveloping Crossbell City. Assumedly, they are of similar nature on a fundamental level, which means that the bell's resonance is also a source of the mist.
But why the hell would it be?
What's going on? Careful, they're coming from all sides.
Could it be?
Oh my sweet mother of God, the demons are here.
Magic golems? Yes, they resemble the ones from Stargazer's Tower, but significantly more dangerous.
Gotta bust these things up!
Yeah, let's take him out.
Ah!
ここは俺たちのターンだ
Also, I just realized everyone was here for this one. Wasn't like no one got like abandoned, which is good, I think. Noah was here, right? Frag Trooper. An iron golem reanimated through alchemy boasts impressive defenses. All right, let's try out our new shit. I don't know if this is actually gonna look any different. Let's see. Probably won't. Just be more powerful. Damn, oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
データが取れました
Didn't look any different, but damn, that damage was crazy. Yeah, Noelle is here with us.
Damn, what are these things doing inside the city?
I don't want to believe it, but Uncle Dean and the others might have released them. There's no way! They'd be utterly despicable!
Maybe so, but it does seem like the most plausible answer. Not to say this bell doesn't have anything to do with it, too.
More incoming.
damn it.
This ain't looking too hot.
We need to find a way to break through.
Ah! Holy shit! Holy mother, Sergey! Shotgun!
Chief! Detective Dudley.
Ha! You finally made it. Kept you waiting, huh? We'll talk later. Fall back to East Street. Right. Roger Wilco! I love when Ray says that. Roger Wilco, bitch! Woo! Woo! Woo!
I got the unlimited cheat code going on here, guys.
Lloyd and the others proceed to follow the convoluted route through the Misty City. Eventually, they entered the D sector of Geofront from the downtown district. The same day, 9:30 a.m. Whoa. It's actually less deadly down the Geofront. Who would have thought? Hey, there's Chief Roberts. We were just talking about you.
Oh, Tio, you're okay. You're really okay. Jonah's safe too, yes?
You managed to free him?
I killed Jonah. He is finally gone. We are free, Chief Roberts.
Ah, yes. Oh, thank God. Oh, good. I couldn't buy him any more pizza, Tio. I have no more money, Tio. He drained me dry. Thank goodness. Now I can finally sleep again.
Settle down, Chief. Though I am glad to see things are all right with you as well.
To think Tio was worried about little old me. Those hundreds and hundreds of prayers I offered to Adios were all worth it.
I will send you straight to her if you keep this up.
Well, it's just good to see so many familiar faces again, at least.
So, is everyone else finally getting tired of putting up with the president's bull?
That's putting it lightly. He declared martial law and issued a lockdown in the city yesterday.
It wasn't long after that blue mist enveloped the city. Things have gone far enough. When do you put a stop to this?
Yes, but there's a 0 chance of us getting an arrest warrant for him. Our only hope is arresting the president and his supporters in the act. You're right.
Yeah, there's no other choice.
What about the citizens? We still have their safety to consider. Thankfully, the public is abiding by the curfew set under martial law. It's obvious enough that staying indoors is a safer bet, with all the fighting going on outside the city.
That said, the announcement was on such short notice. A lot of people couldn't gather enough supplies to make it home in time. There's some are taking shelter in hotels or the Civic Center, but they can't stay there forever.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't.
The sooner we resolve this, the better.
Arresting the president and his little faction is still easier said than done. Wouldn't that call for us seizing Orcus Tower away from them?
Way ahead of you. We've already started working out the details. We have the cooperation of the Braces in the city, too. All we needed was for you kids to finally show up.
Chief, we appreciate your patience. If I may ask, what exactly is your strategy?
There's a large group of those magical constructs guarding the front of the tower. We're going to combine all of our manpower here with the Bracers and assault their forces directly.
Then while we create an opening, a second team will drive through the entrance of the building by car. From there, they rush the tower and take control. That's the plan anyway. That sounds a little... what's the word I'm looking for?
Ballsy for one. You really think it'll work?
Most of the defense force that was here got relocated outside the city. Chances are they'll have only left Arios behind with a skeleton crew to defend the tower. And if you were thinking of sneaking in from the Geofront, forget it. The route is sealed as ever. With no glaring holes in their defenses, the only choice we have left is to make one ourselves.
That does check out.
Then in that case...
We take it you haven't finalized the team that'll be storming the tower yet, right?
Right. We're just in the process of... Wait just a demon second. You're not suggesting what I think you are, you dumb bitch.
I am. The SS would like to assume the duty of infiltrating Orcus Tower. Please. Kia's in there. And if anyone's going to bring her back, it should be us.
Damn straight. No way in hell we're leaving that up to anyone else.
The operation will also require someone who can navigate this tower's security systems, like myself. On my part, I can't pass on the opportunity to confront Bell and Uncle Dieter directly.
Me too, LA.
As a member of the Defense Force, I helped bring this current predicament into motion, which means I have a duty to right that wrong and put an end to this.
Our little ragtag group has been through its fair share of hardships, and we've always come out on top. If teamwork is going to be critical to the mission, I can't think of anyone more qualified than the SSS. Also, Rishi's here.
I'll do my part to contribute as well.
You're serious about this? Heh, I should have seen this coming. Hard to believe you're the same rookies I had fumbling through town less than a year ago.
Chief.
You want it? You got it. The SS is responsible for storming the tower. And with that settled, the plan isn't exactly ready to go.
Dude, I fucking called this shit, bitch. I just want to throw that out there. That I called that that the tower is gonna be the final dungeon for this game. I fucking called it. I'm a god. I'm a fucking god, penguins. My powers are grungy power.
Although it might be that we end up going up the tower and then they create like a new super dungeon above the tower. That's the actual final dungeon, but who knows? Who can say?
Even with that settled, the plan isn't exactly ready to go. So sit tight. We still got work to do.
You do?
We're in the process of hacking into Horka's tower as we speak. It should only take another hour at most before we have access.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah, if we hack in, it'll be easier to provide support to the infiltration team. We should also be able to stop them from jamming our comms.
Exactly. Not to mention we'll need an avenue through which we can contact the guild and our other allies again. In any case, now that we know who our strike force is, we should take this time to tailor the plan accordingly.
Afterward, Lloyd and the others worked with Chief Sergei to put the final touches on the plan to infiltrate Orca's tower. They decided to return to the SS building and retrieve their orbital car for the operation. Yay! My car! My infinite Healy car. Really, Dudley? You want to be on the infiltration team? Oh, he is joining us! Ha! He is! I had a feeling he could.
Yes, I'm familiar with the building's layout after having worked security for the trade conference. I can even accompany you into the city if you would like. But more importantly, under no circumstance will I leave the arrest of the president in the hands of the SSS. Oh, come on, what happened to trusting us?
I already expected this. Don't mind them. They appreciate the help. Right, but about the car we're going to use for the plan. Does it have to be the special support sections?
There's no other way. It's the only model we have right now with the durability and horsepower to bust down the door. It'll also help us waste no time cutting through the city.
I guess so.
Right now, it's just collecting dust at the SSS building. It'd be a waste not to put it to good use.
Our only problem now is that the team is too large to easily maneuver about the city.
I agree. We should decide which members will head into the city to retrieve the car. The others will remain here on standby.
Got it.
And here we go. Hearts of Iron. Dudley doodly do-ride. Ding dong doodly boodly do-ride. Can I look at... I can't look at anything. Fuck. All right. Well, I'm going to switch out with... I'll switch out with Risha. Dear old Dudley do-ride. Yeah, oh, dude, he's got some good shit, too. Yeah. Debuffs. And then buff for
Fucking strength and speed 50%. That's so fucking good.
Justice Hammer 2. Fractures the earth with an assault fueled by 2 iron wills. Ah, it's only a medium area size, though. That kind of sucks. Shotgun 2. Defense minus 50%. Fuck. Tough Love Victory Charge 2. Deliver a tackle to multiple enemies. Judgment Bullet 2. 100% chance to kill. Attack orders. Again, that move is fucking super good. And I can change your bullshit now. You have a slightly different gun than Ellie. Hyperion. Jesus Christ, dude. You have a lot of damage, too. Not as much as me, but that's because I got, like, the Master Quartz on. Oh, yeah, actually, what do you have? Keeper. Raises defense and arts defense. Automatically recover from KO. Wait, what? Automatic recover from a KO once per fight. Okay. Damn. Attracts enemies' attention and activates. Oh, that's sick. Oh, it makes you into a. It actually makes you into a tank. That actually tracks attention. Wow, that's actually pretty dope. Effect is small though, but that's actually. Oh, I wonder if this is the best thing to put on Lloyd. I bet it is. Granted, you only get it at the end of the game, but this is probably the best thing to put on Lloyd for his, if you go full evasion tank. Because now he's really attracting all enemies' attention. Cool. Ingenuity, defense. So we finally caught up to Dudley's level here. Granted, I think he wasn't, even he wasn't, I don't think it's this high. I don't think. We used him at the start of the game. Well, all right, guys. I think this is probably a good spot to end things here for now. As I figured, I knew that was going through all that was probably going to take the majority of the episode. And we still technically have the NPC ones to do at some point. But we're getting there, man. This is definitely getting down to the nitty gritty as we make our way towards the tower to save the day and murder anyone who gets in our way. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoy this episode. If you did, please do a like and a favorite, and subscribe for already become a picky penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.